What's up? It's Andy. Welcome to Twin Flame Gang series, and today we're going to talk about the number one sign that you're in inner union, and your purpose and your soul mission. Like, why did you and your twin come here, and how you find that? You know, because that is why you came. And okay, in the beginning though, it sounds like a movie. You're like, oh, I came to this planet for a mission. Like, bullshit. You know, like, fuck humanity, fuck a mission, like, you know, that's not your life. So, you don't really believe it. And then, but you know, as you come into inner union, you obviously have accepted and you see that, you know, everyone's has a mission, and, you know, your job is starting to not make sense at all. It starts to repulse you. Big sign you're coming into inner union. But now there's still a little bit of, and this is the end right here, and this is, you know, going to be most divine feminine's problem, is there's still going to be control, a little bit of control and trust. So once all these powers are coming in, you're going to start to try to say, like, okay, I got to figure out my mission because I'm not liking my job, you know, I'm coming into inner union, like, you know, and you're feeling like you know that's coming. And so you start to try to, like, ego, out of the ego, and control the outcome of your new mission. So, and that's okay, because it's just guiding you into the right place that you're supposed to be. But, you know, and so as you're coming in your union, you know, most of your powers are coming in and all this stuff. So you're gonna be like, you know, if you're into tarot, if you're into, you know, whatever it is you're into, you're gonna start to try to be like, okay, well, then maybe I should be a tarot reader, you know, or maybe you start to think like that you should pick a mission and pick something. And so you're gonna try stuff, you know, which is fine, but that's not inner union, you know. Even if you know that you have a mission and a new purpose, but you don't, that's still not inner union, guys. That's not, you know, because this is what happens, you know, this is when your purpose comes in. First of all, you'll start to notice people tell you about it. Like, man, you should be a therapist. You should help people. And you're kind of like, what? No, that's weird. You know, like, whatever it is, right? And I'm just saying for me. And I'm like, what? Really? You know, like, it's a weird thing. And I'd be like, oh, fuck no. You know, like, who's gonna listen to me? I'm fucked up, you know. But, you'll keep hearing it a lot, and then you'll start to hear it on your social media. Like, they'll be like, I mean, literally, your spirit guides, like, will put in your head these things that, oh, you're gonna have a social media, YouTube channel. I'm like, yeah, right. I was very popular in my career, and I still didn't have a YouTube channel. People were asking me for years, and I was just like, it'll never happen, blah, 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 blah. And so, you know, it won't stop though. So then, when you have your crown chakra opening, you know, and you get those full downloads, right? You know, so you start to feel a pull, and it was like, you know, you're gonna have a YouTube channel. Like I started to understand, like, the twin flame concept so much that I would be like, okay, so then, you know, that how I made that video about the all-star guy, it started to eat at me. And I know the universe was putting it there so that I would come out and speak about it. And I just kept being like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not doing no channel. I'm not, you know, my twin doesn't know, nobody knows, like, but the pull will become so intense, and then I would be like, I have nothing to talk about. And then all of a sudden you get this, like, boom, download, boom, and I'd be like, oh my God, I have so much to fucking talk about, you know, like, and then it's never ever going to be I should do this, or maybe I should do that, or how do I do that? It's not. It's just a pull. Like, it's a robotic pull. I have no idea how to do a YouTube channel, and it was just a robotic thing of doing it. And I had ADD, and anything that overwhelmed me, I would not do, you know, and it was just happening. And so the pull becomes so strong that like the pull to talk about that became so strong that you're in this energy that, and then so finally I'm like, fine, like I'm gonna do it, you know. And so once I made it, once I released it, boom, and then you know, like it is not like a job, it's something you want to do. You want to do it. And I was just thinking like, there's no way I would ever want to teach other people, you know, at all, you know. So, but the pull will be too intense that you cannot resist. So if it feels like something is, you know, like, ooh, if it feels like that, that's not it. You know, still practice it because it's going to lead you to where you need to go, you know, but there will be no resistance. I mean, it'll be almost forcible. And that is your purpose. You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to just keep tricking yourself, and that's fine. You know, you're going to trick yourself. You're going to think you're in inner union like 5 shifts before you get there. You know, you keep thinking, I think I'm in inner union. What's up? But you're not, you know, you find out you're not. But, you know, when that is your purpose, okay? So it isn't going to be work, and then it's going to just, like, I was like, I don't know how to get followers. I don't know anything about anything. I've never bought a twin flame, you know, program. And they're like, you're going to make a program. And I was like, you know, well, should I buy other programs? Like, no, because it needs to be exactly what would be good for you without ever seeing any other program, you know? And it was just like, and so I would be like, trying to think of topics to talk about. Couldn't do it. But in meditation, boom, full download, what I needed to talk about, and then the energy begins. You have to get it out. You have to get it out. That is your purpose. You know, whether it be helping dogs, you know, it'll be this pull, this energy pull until you get to those dogs and help them. And so that's how you find out your real purpose. And that is inner fucking union, because you are there. You have a connection. Your guides are giving you full downloads, and you are ready to help humanity. And even when you first start, you're going to be embarrassed. I was really embarrassed, and I now can't not talk about it. I mean, obviously, don't talk about twin flame stuff unless it's just twin flame people, because it's like the Fight Club. You know, we don't talk about it. We don't talk about twin flame club. Because, you know, people think you're fucking a lunatic, dude. Because, look, it sounds crazy, yo. You all know. You all know. So, anyways. So, hopefully that makes sense, because I did it, too. I kept trying to think of, well, what could be my purpose? I've been a pro bodybuilder, you know, and a hairstylist for so long. I don't have a purpose, you know. But you do. You fucking do, y'all. So, anyways. All right. C'est la vie.